Greetings, and welcome to the Purple Portal. I am your host for the hour, Elaine Bartlett, a somewhat reluctant mystic. I'm so delighted to be with you today, and our topic of the day is going to be alchemy. And first, I'll address a few housekeeping things cosmically for you. I do know that there was one caller who tuned right in at 3 o'clock, and you're so welcome to call back, Miss Robin, wherever you are out in Radio Land. So first couple of things here. This particular hour is devoted to my sharing cosmic insights and information with you. And alchemy, of course, is basically turning a dense metal into something golden and wonderful and magical. And that's why I want to address that today, because it's the season of change. We will be going into autumn on the 22nd of the month. So we've got the autumn equinox right in front of us. Mercury, the planet that I spoke of last time, that lovely planet of information and education, is going what is called direct, finally, after a 3-week hiatus of what seemed to be backward. So that's going direct on the 21st of this month, actually at about 10:30 in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. So you kind of have to adjust that no matter where you live. For some of you, it'll be earlier in the day, and some actually into Thursday. And with Mercury, it finally means that your thinking will become a bit crisper, more clear, and focused. And perhaps that's part of the alchemy. Part of the alchemy is to get your thinking from dense over-worry and overthink back into something much lighter and golden. So we also have Chiron, which is in Pisces. So that's still helping you look at your wounds, own your wounds, stop denying your wounds, embracing your wounds so that you can heal. It's the only way to heal. The autumn equinox actually means the sun enters Libra, the sign of balance and harmony, which in a sense is also alchemy at this time because there's so much imbalance and disharmony. So wherever there's an opportunity to change things, there's the alchemy. So I do want to invite you all to call in, and I promised myself this time I would give the call-in number several times during the show because I want to engage with you. I want to love you over the airwaves, and I want you to love me back. So the number to call in, I'm on the Space Coast in beautiful Southeast Florida, and that number is 321-806-3159. You can also listen to the show on your computer or via your iPad and cell phone or whatever the heck they are that we're all carrying around these days. And that's on talknetworkradio.com. But you also know that already because you're listening, hopefully. So when you call in, you don't have to be afraid. I only bite on Thursdays, and I'm happy to chat with you. I just returned from a trip to the Northeast. I was up there 10 days working, and that's part of what I want to cover before I really go more fully into the alchemy. I go up to the Northeast, the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area several times. My roots are there. As well as I had two feng shui boutiques up in the Northeast, and for many, many years did a lot of personal consultations, astrologically, numerologically, metaphysically, and along the lines of feng shui. So I go back now and then to make sure that the tribe is still in one piece and that they're honoring everything they've ever learned and integrating it. So I always go with a very open heart and open eyes to see what's happening, because when you step out of a lovely cocoon, that certain pockets of Florida are, you see things in a very interesting way. And I can see, because there's so many people and the density, you see the rushing, you see the pace that is almost untenable. It's no wonder people are getting sick left and right. It's impossible to keep up that pace. It's impossible. All over the country, there's this mantra of go, 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 and compete and be better than and earn more than, and it's hurting you. So you want to be careful. That's partially what I saw. And I saw at times a vacant look because of the go, 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 and it's breaking their spirits. So I want you all to honor the pace of your body and learn that you're going to get hurt and your families are going to get hurt. I also saw sometimes their fear and their sorrow. And when I was there, a lovely little town called Seaside Heights, which is part of the Jersey Shore, the New Jersey Shore, they had been attacked with bombs. And then down in Lower Manhattan in the Chelsea area, they too, bombs went off. So this, of course, is partially what will make you very, very afraid. Part of your alchemy for the day is learning to almost chant, I am always safe, guided, guarded, and protected. I am always in the safest place possible. Don't go saying what you don't want. You don't want to be saying things like, I don't want to go where there's a bomb threat. That will draw to you a bomb threat. That's alchemy in reverse. So the alchemy that you want to embrace is, again, I am safe, guided, guarded, and protected. If you want a little stronger protective shield, I don't know how many copies of the 91st Psalm I've given out over the years. That is the highest form of protection on the planet. And there's a sentence in there which simply says, no harm comes near my tent. It's another form of alchemy. It's almost fascinating to see how much this is woven through your lives in the most inconspicuous ways. So claim what you want. You are the alchemist. That's it. You're a transformer. And interestingly, here we are in the season of transformation. Therefore, you have greater and greater opportunities to transform yourselves. And in the galactic calendar, we're in something called the blue spectral storm. That addresses transformation head on. And it speaks of your need to stay calm and absolutely look fear right in the eyes. Because as you look at it, you dissipate it, and therefore you become a stronger and stronger alchemist. I'm going to give you countless ways where you have an opportunity to become what you are. See, that's the deal these days. It's now be it, being it, stand in it. You don't even have the time energetically to become it. That's actually old thinking. Now you have to be it. You got to step up to the plate. You have to honor the essence of what you are. And telling you that you're an alchemist, that's the tip of the iceberg of who you really are. And that takes a little thinking, a little contemplation. And it can be unnerving to really pull that in, especially with the media frightening you and cajoling you and misinforming you at every step of the way. So you want to be careful what you're drinking. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. And the Kool-Aid is any drink that makes you fearful. you're far above that. Your destiny is so far greater. And quite frankly, selfishly, you're needed on the planet at this time to be fearless. You know, they have this expression, boots on the ground. Well, I gave that a lot of contemplation lately, or maybe the phrase permeated me, whatever, but somehow it got to me. And the phrase is a bit unnerving. Boots on the ground, it kind of makes your heart palpitate. Well, after some contemplation, it dawned on me, holy smokes, you bet there's boots on the ground right now, and they better be your boots and my boots, which are white boots. White boots on the ground, meaning that higher, divine, infinite sense of you, that true you. Those are the boots that you want on the ground. And I was also shown when I was contemplating that inwardly that those beings, those illuminated beings that have been watching over us for thousands of years, that actually come and go from this planet, as they're making their appearance more easily felt, I was shown that they're walking next to us with a bigger pair of white boots on. I think they got those great big fishing boots that the people wear that come up to your hips. I think that's what they're wearing. And as I was contemplating that, truthfully, I was driving along one of the major highways here and thinking, wow, that is so cool. I get it. I am wearing the white boots. You folks, it's your turn to join me in the white boots. They're walking with us, in us, through us with the white boots. And I'm thinking this, and I'm getting all excited as I'm driving along. And all of a sudden, and you can't make this stuff up, like a landscape truck pulls alongside of me in the fast lane, and I don't even know what the side of his truck said, and he's hitched on to where the gear is, the lawnmowers, etc. But atop the hitch was a white boot about 18 inches tall. I think I nearly swerved off the road because we are getting validation for these simple, humble truths that we're hearing inside ourself. Because that inside of you is golden. And that's why the alchemy is so important. You have to change the dense negative thoughts back into golden thoughts. So some of the as I was contemplating this show this morning, some of the easier things that you can understand that are alchemy. When a mommy holds a child to its heart, saying, don't cry, or let me kiss that boo-boo, that's alchemy. The mommy did it. Or any caring person that holds someone to them. If I wrap my arms around you at any age, any stage, any so-called difference in race, color, creed, or religion, which is all bogus anyway, because we are one, I've just created alchemy. You will actually feel a teeny bit better. And the good news is, I feel a lot better because I didn't stand helplessly by. Years ago, I didn't really have much money. I had been completely wiped out by a con artist in my late 20s. So I didn't have much money. Well, actually, he got every penny, so I had no money. But I did have a wonderful son, and I did have to come up with some creative ways to make a living so that we could eat. And during that cycle, you know, things were a bit low every which way, including my spirits. But one day I thought, I've got to get a Christmas present for everyone. That was how our family expressed love, and I surely didn't know how I was going to do it. So I went to Sears thinking, okay, I'm going to have a picture taken of myself and my son, get a humble little frame